thank you to everyone for being here. We are very excited about the presentations from our students, our difference makers that you are going to see this afternoon. I think you're going to be more than impressed with their innovation and their ingenuity, their entrepreneurial drive. It's all outstanding. I'm Richard Juknavorian. I am the director of the Difference Maker Institute here at UMass Lowell. I am no stranger to Difference Maker. I've had the pleasure of being a judge, like many of you, and a reader for the last 10 years. But when the opportunity presented itself to come and be a part of this program officially, I couldn't resist, and had the amazing opportunity to come in and really build upon what Steve Tello and Holly Lalos had built for years. So it made for an easy lift for me to come into this program, which is already an amazing program. So thank you to Holly and Steve, who aren't here, but I know they're always here in spirit when anything has to do with difference makers. I want to make sure that I get a few thank yous out of the way. First and foremost, you've seen their pictures come by along with the pictures of all of you judges, but the Difference Maker staff is really what makes so much of this possible. So our co-ops that are here, Alexa and Suhani and Cameron and Ponita and Kaylee, and you met some of them downstairs. They really get things done. Dave Badalaro, our fellow, you know Dave, he also really helps to get things done as well. So thank you to Dave, thank you to the co-ops. It's amazing to have them as part of our team. I have some sponsors that I also want to thank. Their names have been coming by, but I'm actually going to read them so I don't forget anybody. So we want to thank the Jack Wilson Center for Entrepreneurship. We want to thank Enterprise Bank, Foley and Lardner, the Rist Institute for Sustainability and Energy, which is one of our sister institutes, so we thank them very much. Brian and Kim Rist and the Rist Family Foundation, the Joseph P. Donahue Charitable Foundation, Andrew Sutherland, I know Andrew's in the room, Andrew, thank you, as well as Dan Manatakos and the American Infrared Solutions Company, which he, I believe, is the CEO and founder of. So thank you to all of our sponsors. I am going to ask our Chancellor, Julie Chen, to come up and say a few words. For those of you that know Julie, you know that she has been a steadfast supporter of Difference Maker and student entrepreneurship, and I'm delighted that she could be here along with Provost Hardman, so thank you to both. And Julie, please.
Thank you, Richard, and it's great to have you on board he's hiding behind the screen there, but it's great to have Richard on board sort of taking this Difference Maker program to version 2.0, right? I think we've all been very excited about over the years what this program has done in terms of enabling our students to think that different level, right? How do I be creative in understanding a problem and think about how I can make that solution make sense, not only from a technical point of view, but also all the things that you help them learn about because you ask those questions, right? What's your business model? What's the market look like, right? How are you gonna break into, how much of that market can you feasibly get? Those kinds of things help them think about the problems in a much more holistic way. So I wanna first of all, thank all of you for being here as judges, and more importantly, as I said, right? The judging is an important part of it, but it is in your interaction with the students that they really start to get that sense of, oh, A, there's someone interested in what I have to say, and B, that's a question I hadn't thought of. Let me go back and think through a little bit more. So really do appreciate all your commitment. Many of you have been judges for us multiple times, and some we got a couple of new ones, right? Do we have anybody here that's first time judging? Yeah, so there's about half and half. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the experience. I think the folks that keep coming back are like, it's a great opportunity to also interact with our students. And I hope you find what we find, which is they are great, hardworking, intelligent, bright, non-entitled. They want to solve a problem that they think has an impact for people beyond themselves. So please enjoy that experience. And I will simply close by just saying one more thing, which is this program is important to us because it does help our students to think a little differently. And in this world that is rapidly evolving, with things like AI, with things like changes in policies and how things happen around the world, it's even more important that the students get exposed this idea of how to be creative, right? How to create new ideas, how to create new solutions, because that's what's going to be needed as they go out into the career and the work world, to have that idea of always adjusting and adapting and evolving and pivoting, right? It's a big part of what they need to do in their future careers. So thank you for helping them with this. It was already acknowledged before, Provost Joe Hartman, who's been a big supporter of this since the early days. Thank you for that, because it is something that we value very much for our students. And I'll leave with one last point. If you find a student that you think you might want to hire as a co-op or intern, please let us know, because it's another thing we want them to do. We want to get that experience in career-connected opportunities. So thanks again for being here.
All right, awesome. So we're really running great on time because we wanted to start pitching at 2 and it's 10 of 2. So just please take a few minutes to finish up here, and we'll start leading you to the rooms. So thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it.
Again to, first of all, the whole DifferenceMaker staff. I know you've been working hard to get to this point today. It's been a year because we decided to not hire Richard until February. So thank you all, seriously, and to our judges. I know I talked to many of you. I know you had some fun today and were entertained in a great way, but we sincerely appreciate your time in helping our students here take the next step. To the students, congrats for taking this on, right? You don't have to do these types of things. I was, two things struck me here, and I tried to talk to every one of you very briefly. I know when anyone walks in front of you, you click into your 5-minute talk, and I go, I've got 27 seconds, and you hate me for it. But I appreciate the 27 seconds. Derek and I go out on the road a lot, meet a lot of alums. The first thing they ask us is, what are you doing with AI today? I'm just going to bring him here. Who's using AI in your tool here today? I thought it was about 80%. That doesn't mean you have to, okay? But people are asking, are they using it across the curriculum? Did they get it? Do they need help? You guys don't need us. You convinced me of that. In terms of, we got to teach you all these types of things. So congrats on that. And I see a number of you here now for the first time. So thanks for coming back. Keep at it. These things aren't easy. The reason I love this program is it does two things. First, it pushes you outside your comfort zone, right? I can tell, because the first time I talked to many of you, you didn't want to talk to me. Now you're pretty good at it. The second one, though, is, and I see it more and more as you find it your passion. And it doesn't matter what you're majoring in, it doesn't matter what you're going to do. You find your passion, you're going to be happy in life, it's going to work out. Okay, so these are the types of things that help you find that. So it's just great to see you. Congratulations. And I know you're like, just tell us who won. but I had too many cookies. All right, and I'm getting old, so I can put on my glasses here. So we've got 10 teams moving on. I believe the finals are next week.
April 16th.
So that's cram session time, but you're all good at that. There's no order here, but what I'd like to do is when I announce the team, just give us a big wave so we can acknowledge you, and don't run away because we'll have to get another picture. Tori, how are you?
I'm going to come to them.
So stay by your posters and we'll go from there. So in no order, into the finals. Bear hugs. Comprehension Clicker. Friggy. iPrep. Ace Difference Makers. I forgot all your names. I talked to everybody here. Sense Makers. Did anybody get the name yet?
Not yet, but you can participate in our contest today.
They're looking for a mascot name. It's a very
We're
cute.
not putting our mascot. You gave us a name for it.
That thing. That's right. All right, Shine In Academy. My Hub. Shade G Productions. That's the passion we're talking about. And our last team to move forward is Paula. Okay, congrats to everyone. We look forward to you presenting next week. Your others, stick with it. It's going to come around eventually. Richard?
Great, thank you, Provost Hartman. Once again, big round of applause for all of these teams.